After a long day at work, teachers usually find themselves reflecting on questions such as how can learners enjoy classroom activities? How can learners with disabilities feel part of the class? How can teacher evaluation processes improve teaching and learning? How can parental support be increased on school activities? How can the curriculum be adapted to the specific needs of learners? How can school personnel work together in the achievement of school goals? Answers to these questions are usually learned during undergraduate courses, but as Jack White had said, we must find a way of bridging the traditional divide between educational theory and professional practice. And one of the best ways to do so is by conducting action research. Action research is a type of research that any of us can do to improve own practice. It can be conducted with the assistance or guidance of professional researchers to improve strategies, practices, and knowledge of the environments within which they practice. It is a process in which participants examine their own educational practice systematically and carefully using the techniques of research. It aims to pursue action or change and research or understanding at the same time. Action research has the potential to generate genuine and sustained improvement in schools by making an inquiry in the context of focused efforts in improving the quality of a practice. It gives educators new opportunities to reflect on and assess their teaching. It also helps to explore and test new ideas, methods, and materials, assess how effective the new approaches were, share feedback with colleagues, and make decisions about the new approaches. Action research is a narrowly focused type of research undertaken within a given context. Its findings are to be evaluated in terms of local applicability, not universal validity. Traditional research is conducted by university professors and graduate students, while action research is conducted by classroom teachers and school heads. As you can see, conducting action research is a cyclical or spiral process which involves critical reflection. It also entails the continuous refinement of methods, data, and interpretation. In planning, an area of focus must be identified, while acting involves collecting data. Next, observing involves analyzing and interpreting data. Lastly, reflecting involves developing an action plan. If you have doubts on why you should conduct action research, remember that it is participatory. It is from within and not from an external expert's eye. It unfolds new ways of conducting practice. Action research solves educational problems by helping educators reflect on their own practices. It aims to study local practices and implement a plan of action. Action research gives immediate solutions to problems confronted by learners, teachers, schools, and other stakeholders. Conducting action research mainly involves the identification of the problem, collection and organization of data, interpretation of data, action based on data, evaluation of results, and follow-up action. The problem should be concise, meaningful, stated in common language, and without a solution yet. Data could come from interviews, field notes, surveys, anecdotal records, checklists, sample of learners' works, or report cards. Analyze data using quantitative or qualitative methods. Design an action plan that will allow to make a change and study that change. Assess the effects of the intervention to determine if improvement has occurred. Identify additional questions raised by the data and plan for additional improvements, revisions, and next steps. Again, the steps in conducting action research are the identification of the problem, collection and organization of data, interpretation of data, action based on data, evaluation of results, and follow-up action. Now here's a short activity. Grab a pen and piece of paper. Write 3 topics that interest you for action research.